Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. I love to say it's not cute, not knowing. So come on, let's get this hug. I always advise you to leave a comment. It's always interesting to see. One man described my beads as they irritate his ears because he listens with AirPods. Okay, I'm going to try not to touch them. And people want to go back and forth over this married thing. Look, I said what I said. If you're married, you can't do the same thing as single people. Marriage is just not secret anymore. If you're legally separated, and people want to give a whole dissertation, and I was like, if you're married, you can't do the same thing as single people. That's why you get divorced. Okay, let's start with the big stories. Third man arrested in the murder of Jam Master Jay. Can you believe it was 2 decades ago that Jam Master Jay was murdered? It was brutal. Brutal. It was like an assassination. This case for many years went unsolved. 3 years ago, they arrested 2 men in connection. And just yesterday, they announced the arrest of a third man. He's 49 years old. Apparently, something with drug trafficking or a deal that went wrong. This man's DNA was found at the scene of the crime of Jam Master Jay. He was already in jail on drug-related charges. This is when they go matching the DNA. And what a lot of the criminals probably don't even think of, they get your DNA and they hold it. And then they can run it. So every time you go into jail, they're going to be running your doggone DNA and then matching everything up, because everyone's like, well, how did they do that? Jam Master Jay, a part of Run DMC. It was just terrible. A terrible crime that for years, but I'm telling you, with DNA, they're able to piece together different things. The ratings are not good for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do you think it's because people are tired of the show? I checked out of the Housewives years ago. Just years ago. I was like, I could be doing something better with my time. Do you think they need to bring Nene Leakes back? It's been different. She was a spark. She was trouble. She was a spark. Do you think people are getting tired of it? As long as this writer's strike goes on, reality TV ain't going nowhere, because they've got to fill programming slots, and they don't even seem like they're talking or coming together. But the writer's strike is really going to affect fall TV. But do you think people are tired? Should they get new housewives? Are they tired with these housewives? But the ratings have been low for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ashanti and Nelly are still going strong. I don't know what it is about them. I love that couple. I love them as a couple. Nelly, don't you hurt our girl. But he travels with her. She brings him on stage. But they're going strong. Now, this next story broke the internet yesterday. Al Pacino is going to be a dad again. One of the greatest actors of all time, The Godfather, Michael Corleone. When you think of the movie Serpico and Dog Day Afternoon, and he won for Scent of a Woman, even though he should have won for The Godfather. That's another story. He's going to be a dad again at the age of 83. His girlfriend is 29. Al Pacino has, this is going to be his 4th child. Al Pacino is never married. Who is this girl having a baby? She got a type. She likes older men. She shot down rumors that she dated Clint Eastwood, who's 93. But she did date Mick Jagger, and Mick Jagger is 79. She's 29, and she has been dating Al Pacino since before COVID. They say he was quite surprised that she got pregnant. I'm sure everybody did. Everybody's like, what? But I think the big brouhaha is he's 82. How much longer is he going to be here to see this kid and be with this kid? I think that's what makes people mad. They're like, you're making babies and you're not even going to be here to see this baby grow. Or at least college or high school. But Al Pacino, is going to be a dad again. He's either 82 or 83. There were so many numbers. I was like, but he's up there in age. SpiderMan Across the Universe opens in theaters on Friday. It's a film for the entire family. The adventures of Mike Morales, Issa Rae is Spider-Woman. She's playing that voice. Daniel Kaluuya is Spider-Punk. The Adventures of Miles Morales. If you're a Spider-Man fan, it opens in theaters this week. Lizzo is getting fed up. Lizzo is tired of the fat comments. She is tired of the fat jokes. She is tired of being abused because she's fat. Lizzo has quite a career. She got turned off them damn comments. Lizzo, you can't listen. Do you know how people will get behind a screen and just say mean things? It happens all the time. I'm telling you, in the beginning of doing this, they want to talk about my nose, they want to talk about my forehead. I was like, and then, I start clapping back. Like, no. When them races came, that's when I was like, no, y'all came to the wrong channel. Because this is what we not doing. But it's so easy for people to be behind, I call them keyboard gangsters, and just say mean and cruel things. She posted one thing, a man said, how are you still fat? You're always moving around the stage. Lizzo, for your own mental health, turn off the comments. Turn off the comments. Everyone is not going to be accepting, and let's face it, there's a fat phobia in this country. It really is. And people that are fat are treated differently, especially if you're morbidly obese, because it's just associated with being lazy and just unkempt. And obesity is a problem in this country, especially with our young people. Poor diets are ruining bodies. Poor diets are ruining bodies. But there is a fat phobia in this country. Lizzo, turn off them comments. Don't listen. People will always try to break your spirit. As Beyonce said, you won't break my soul. Nobody is perfect. Turn off the comments and do you. Because people who do and who live their life to the fullest, they always upset people who don't, because it's a reflection of what they are not doing. It's easy. It's so easy. You sit behind there and you just be writing dumb, ignorant stuff. Lizzo, turn off the comments. Lunel is going to be part of the Roots picnic lineup. It's in Philadelphia. Starts off Friday night with Dave Chappelle, who is filming his block party. Thanks, Lunel. I don't even know I'm supposed to be talking about this, but I am. But Lunel is part of the Dave Chappelle block party that will air on Netflix later this year. Because, Lunel is getting her own Netflix special, and Dave Chappelle is helping to put together. Okay. Lunel's coming to Philly, part of the Roots Picnic. The Roots Picnic is a huge annual event. Lauryn Hill is headlining on the Saturday portion in the park, and Usher coming to Philadelphia. He will be headlining on Sunday. But Lunel, part of the Dave Chappelle comedy portion with the Roots, all at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Kelly Ripa, Mark Consuelos. Critics have been tearing him up, saying, y'all married, but y'all ain't got no chemistry. Now they're doing more interaction with the audience. They only work 3 days a week, live, because the rest of the shows are like tape. But they're trying to do more things like interact with the audience, and I guess to show people we're married and we're real. Mary Tyler Moore. From the Dick Van Dyke Show to the Mary Tyler Moore Show, growing up as a kid, it was like must-see TV. And with the Mary Tyler Moore Show, she changed the face of women on television, because you did not see a single woman, a career woman, single, on TV. You just didn't. And it was groundbreaking TV. HBO has a documentary. Y'all know I'm a documentary nut. And it was very good, but boy, was I surprised when they said that the director, Lena Waithe, was behind it. Then she was doing some voiceover stuff, and I said, oh, she must be a fan of Mary Tyler Moore. No, Lena was the director. Go Lena. It was a very, very good documentary. They gave an insight to her life, her struggle with type 1 diabetes, how she battled it for years, and just being this huge, not only TV star, but in movies. But Lena Waithe, you did that. It was a great documentary. And Janelle Monáe, The Age of Pleasure, could be coming to a city near you. I know it's coming to Philadelphia in September, but Janelle Monáe is going on tour. It's Not Cute Not Knowing, and now you know. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, because I read them. I love to hear from you, and we can agree to disagree, especially the marriage stuff. Leave a comment, give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and thanks for spending time with us today. It's Not Cute Not Knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.